Alrighty, and I will start to read the waiver. So, in order to make these classes as freely accessible to our participants, we will be using a verbal warning and assumption of risk at the beginning of the class. Participation in this online class is voluntary. Physical activity programs may result in injury, and by participating, you assume the risk of injury that may result from your participation. We strongly recommend that you participate from a space that is suitable for this activity. For example, make sure that you have moved nearby furniture and other potential hazards. If you are participating in a yoga class or class that involves laying on the ground, we recommend using a mat, or if you don't have one, a carpeted area. Participants are encouraged to stop if they experience pain or injury and should seek appropriate medical advice or care as needed. William & Mary Health and Wellness strongly recommends that each participant have an annual physical examination and follow the advice of your healthcare provider before participating. Woo. All right, so with that, we are ready to start. So find a space with your chair. Again, we just need kind of a strong, sturdy bar for today's workout. And we're gonna start with our warm-up. So we're gonna be taking some squats. So no bar is needed yet. So your feet are gonna be right underneath your hips, and we're going to sink down into a squat and come up. So when we squat down, we wanna check that our knees are not coming over our toes, and we're squeezing our glutes, exhaling to come up. Inhale, squeeze. Good, focusing on your breath. Warming up our large muscles first to really get the blood flowing through our body. Nice. I'm gonna face you again. Keeping our chest lifted, trying to make sure that our knees aren't caving in or splaying too far out. We want them right in line with where our feet are going. Good, let's go 2 more. Down and squeeze. Now we're gonna add our arms. So as you go down, lift the arms up, pull them back. Lift, pull back, lift. You'll feel your heart rate start to increase as we lift the hands up and over our head. Just makes the body work a little harder to get the blood all the way up to your fingers. Making sure we're maintaining that squat form. We're keeping a nice braced core. We're trying not to arch our back when we come down. Nice neutral spine. For 4. Breathe. 3. Last 2. 1. Now we're gonna squat down, lift the right leg. Squat down, other leg lifts. Down, drive the knee into the chest. Nice exhale. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze. When you lift that leg, really try to squeeze the other glute as you lift. So squeeze and squeeze. Driving that heel of the standing leg into the floor. Good. Let's do 4 more. Then we're gonna add on a little twist. Last 2. Last 1. Now we're gonna come down, and then you're gonna raise your leg, twist opposite elbow to knee, back down. Twist and down. I'm gonna face you guys. Twist and down. Again, keeping that nice breath. We are inhaling all the way down. Exhale, twist over. Really trying to connect elbow to knee. Still squeezing that standing glute as you lift the other knee. My heart rate is definitely high. We're getting warm for 4 and 3. Let's go 2 and last one. Bring it down and up. All right, shake it out. I'm feeling a little warm, so we're gonna take the sweatshirt off. I'm gonna move you guys just a little up so you can see my face. We're gonna start doing some side lunges now. So take your right leg, take a nice wide stance, so wider than hips. Stance apart, and then you're just gonna bend the right leg, keeping that knee in line with your ankle. Your chest is proud, and we're coming back. Bend the knee, squeeze the glute, lift. Bend and lift. Notice that my spine is nice and neutral. I'm not curving it a lot. I'm pulling through my belly button to engage my core. So I keep that nice neutral spine and also neck. Good, inhale down, exhale away. Let's go 4, then we're adding on. Last 3, last 2, last one. Now keep it down. You're going to push off this right leg and come up to one foot, maybe grab onto that bar, down, back to lunge, push up, maybe balance, out, lunge, push, out, lunge, push. So if you like the balance challenge and you want to try to keep your arms out, go for it. If you're not feeling the balance challenge, bring the leg in, out to lunge, into the left. Whatever option works for you today is totally fine. You take whatever feels most comfortable in your body. I know carpet, I feel like carpet is like so much harder to balance on than hardwood floor. So if you're on carpet, maybe you're like, why is this so hard to balance? Probably because of the carpet. All right, let's go for 2. Then we're gonna add in a little twist. Last one, bring it down. Option to reach opposite arm towards the ground. Your right arm is up and back in. Lunge, now twist, center, in. Lunge, rotate, center, and in. When you rotate, try not to force it, just a comfortable twist, warming up our spine. We're trying to work in all 3 planes of motion today. So this twisting motion is our transverse plane of motion, really warming up kind of our abdominal cavity. Let's go, last one, twist, and come up. All right, we're gonna do the same thing, other side, so maybe take it over to the side of your mat. Step out into that wide-legged position. Your toes are both facing towards the front, so they're facing towards me. Then we're gonna lunge and lift. Lunge, lift. Notice how my knee, again, is not splaying too far out or coming too far in. It's right in line with my toes, the direction of my toes. Good, exhale up, inhale down. Inhale and push. Let's go 3, 2, then we're gonna add on that optional kind of balance push. So now we're gonna push off and take it back out, lunge it down, push off the left, maybe balance, back down to 1 leg, to 2 legs. Push and back down. Again, know your options. Either come together, feet on the floor, or try to do that balance pose Brace the core at the top. Good. Really exploding out of that left glute. Let's go for 3, and we're adding on our twist. Last 2. And last 1. Now let's come back down into our lunge. Let's make sure our chest is lifted, knee is not coming over that toe. Then we're gonna take a twist if you would like. Back to center, up, out to lunge, twist, center. Maybe incorporate the balance challenge in here. Twist, center, push, out, twist, center, together. Let's go 4 more. Breathing throughout, taking this at your own tempo. Good. Last 2. Out. And push. Last one. Ooh, feeling it in my quads. And push off. Ooh, alrighty. Lower body feels pretty warm. I hope it feels warm for you guys too. We're going to warm up the rest of our body a little bit more now. So we're going to come to one side of our mat and we're going to spread our feet pretty wide. Toes are facing forward. Bend the knees slightly. Hinge forward from your hips. Place the hands on the mat. Walk out into our plank. Make sure that we're not lifting our hips too high. They're not sinking down. Lift through the belly button, and then make sure that your shoulders are on top of your wrists. And let's lift the hips, walk back, bend the knees. Pause here, squeeze the glutes to come all the way up. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, bend forward, same thing. Walk it out. Hold here, nice long neck, looking right in between your fingers. And let's go back up. Now we're going to add on an optional push-up when we get down into the plank. So we have the option to drop our knees, take a push-up, come back up onto the toes, walk it back. Or you can stay on your toes for the push-up. Coming down, pushing away, and rolling back up. If you're not feeling the push-up, totally fine. Continue with our planks. So hold the plank at the top and roll back. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold it down, walking it out. Option for push-up. And bring it back. So this is a great total body warm-up. We're warming up our shoulders, our arms, our core, our back, and our hamstrings. We're giving them a nice stretch. And our glutes when we come up. All right, let's do 2 more. If you're taking those push-ups, make sure that you're bringing your chest as close to the ground as you can, while keeping a nice engaged core. Last one, walk it out. And this time, we're just gonna hold it here in our plank position. Bring the knees down to the ground, making sure that your shoulders are still right on top of your wrists. We're gonna do a little bit of a balancing core exercise. So lift the right arm up and bring it back down. Slowly lift the left arm up and bring it back down. Notice that my hips aren't moving a lot. When I'm lifting my arm, I'm using my core to really stabilize my body as I lift one arm at a time. You can feel free to do this on your toes if you want a little more of a challenge. Good, holding and releasing, bringing that belly button in towards the spine. Nice engaged core. Let's go one more on each side. Last one. And come back down. Let's come into a kneeling position. Maybe shake out those wrists. Turn them one way and the other. We have one last move of our warm-up today. I'm feeling really warm. I'm very sweaty. I hope you guys are too. So we're gonna take a plank, and then we're gonna come back into kind of a crouched position. So you can take this on your knees, making sure you come all the way forward, feel that core engage, and then push back to kind of like a little bit of a child's pose. Or we can do this on our toes, coming into a crouch. So bend the knees, extend the arms, push forward. Bend the knees, send the hips back, push forward to plank. So either option, if you're on your knees to plank, I want you to feel that kind of explosive push from the crouch out to plank and hold, squeeze the core. Back out to crouch, push forward, shoulders over, wrists, and back. Let's do two more here. Option to come up onto the toes. Crouch, extend the arms, explode to plank. Last one, crouch, and explode to plank. Woo. Nice job. Let's sink back into a child's pose if that feels comfortable for you. If you want to just sit on your knees, if you want to cross the legs, whatever is a comfortable position, maybe a little cat-cow before we start our arm section. Woo, maybe get a little water. Alrighty, so for our arm section today, we already worked up a nice sweat by kind of warming up our arms with those push-ups, plank walkouts, those crouches. So we're gonna do a lot of standing arm work today. Alrighty, so our first move, we're gonna be doing kind of a sequence of moves. The goal is to not stop throughout these series of moves because we're gonna be doing kind of little pulses, little movements, trying to work with our body weight. So our feet are out, nice wide stance. Feel free to come down into a little plie, or you can lift up into our just second position. From here, I want you to create some W's with your arms. So nice bend in our elbows, and we're coming all the way in, squeeze the elbows to the side and out, in and out. So kind of like, I like to think of this as you're working in a pizza shop and you're serving lots of pizzas. So you have one pizza in each hand and you're giving them out to everyone and you're saying, here, take a pizza, take a pizza. Really focus on squeezing the elbows in towards the side. So squeeze, use the bicep muscle to pull the elbows in towards your waist. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Your resistance here, the amount of pull that you create, is going to be what works these muscles without any extra weight. Let's go for 6. 4, really pull. 3, keep the shoulders down. 2, 1, keep them out. Let's pulse it out. Little pulse, little pulse. So kind of like someone's pulling your fingertips towards the sides of the room. You're using the bicep to push and push. Push, push. Nice tension in your arms. Ooh. I'm starting to feel it in my biceps. I hope you are too, as we push. Little tiny movements, out and out. Nice space between the shoulders and the ears. Nice engaged core. For 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Now we're taking one arm at a time. Pull in, reach up. Pull in, reach up. So we're working on our lats right now. So picture you're reaching something above you, pull it down. Squeeze the elbow in towards your side. Option to keep this other arm out. Or if you're feeling like too much tension in that other arm, bring it towards your hip as you reach and pull. Reach, pull. So we're working our lats, kind of the side of our back right here. These are really nice muscles. They're very good stabilizer muscles for your whole core, for your spine. Reach, pull. You also are going to feel some tension in your bicep as you pull that elbow in. For 4, last 3, 2, 1, switch the arm. Lift, pull, lift. Really reach. Picture if you're graduating, this is how you're going to ring the Wren bell. You're going to pull and reach. I know that's a little sensitive topic, but I only say that because I'm a graduating senior and that's what I'm picturing. You got to work up those arm muscles for when we get back to campus. Got to ring the bell. Reach, pull, reach and pull. Breathing. Ooh, that was nice. I just exhaled out and saw my spit just fly in front of me. Hopefully you guys can see that. Pull, reach and pull. Squeeze the elbow into the side. Let's go 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we're meeting back in the W with our arms. Both arms come out to the W. We're coming in and out, in and out. Squeezing the chest as we bring the arms together, in, out. So you're still serving those pizzas. Now you're just serving it to the front, serving it to the side. Nice bend in the elbows. Good. Hopefully you're feeling your shoulders start to burn a little bit here. Feeling this muscle right kind of in between the center of your chest and your shoulder, your pec muscle, working as it squeezes in. Squeeze. Let's go 4. 4. Last 3. Last 2. Keep it in towards the center. Slight bend in the elbows. Extend out. Out. Good. So you're just serving the pizza to the front now. Slight bend in the elbows. Push it forward. Forward. Keep the shoulders down. This is very easy to bring the shoulders up. Keep them nice and away from your ears. Feeling it in our biceps. For 4, 3, 2, keep it here. Bring the arms in to frame your face, kind of in this goalpost position. Pulse, up, lift, lift, little lifts. Woo, feeling it in my shoulders and my biceps. Keep going, try to keep that elbow parallel to the ground and lift from there. Lift, lift. We're almost done with this arm section. You guys have been great. Woo. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. And then we're going to open out and in. Out and in. Last move here. Then we are done. Press back, in. Back and in. Good. Let's go 6 more. 6. Feeling those shoulders, working through it for 4. 4, last 3, and 2, and 1. And I lied, we have one more movement. I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to do that. We are rowing it back. So from this position, pull the elbows back. Lift, pull. Notice that I'm bending my knees, hinging forward from my hips as I pull the elbows, driving them back. They are hugging the sides of my body. So even though I made a mistake and we have one more move after this, we're working different muscles. So shoulders are not as involved. We're really focusing on our back right here. So once you pull the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift. Together, lift. Let's do 2 more, then we're gonna stay down. Stay down here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the elbows, extend the arms back and in. Extend and in. Working our triceps a little bit here. Keeping the elbow as still as we can. Just focusing on bringing the hands to the shoulders. Extend. Hands in, extend. Nice bend in the knees. You are taking about a 45-degree hinge forward with your hips. Looking about maybe 2 feet in front of you on the mat. Keep that nice long neck. Maybe see if you can get those elbows a little bit higher away from your body for 4 and 3. Last 2, then we're pulsing. 1, hold it here. Drop the shoulders away from your neck. Open your chest, pulse, lift, lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as we lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we are done. Woo! All right, take a nice shoulder roll up and back. Breathing, and let's reverse it up to the front. Woo, nice work. I'm gonna open my window because I am sweaty. Maybe you can hear the birds. I don't know. Feel free to take some water at this time. Towel off a little. Here comes my dog. Hello. We're gonna transition into our bar section now. So grab your handy dandy chair or countertop or desk and make your way over. Hello. What am I doing? Alrighty. So we're gonna start by warming up our feet a little. Let me tilt it down so I can show you my feet. All right, we're gonna be in a first position. We're actually gonna face the bar to start. Heels are together, toes are just turned gently out to the sides. And then we're going to lift up onto the balls of our feet. You're gonna drop one heel, lift back up, drop the other heel, lift back up. So we're rotating kind of through the feet, rolling through our arches. Now you can't see my head. Okay, there we go. And really just kind of giving your feet a little attention. I feel like sometimes we kind of neglect our feet, and they do a lot for us. They keep us standing, walking. They do so much for us every day. We gotta give them a little attention. So just gently rotating one leg and the other. Let's do 2 more, one on each side, and done. Alrighty, so we're gonna come back into those squats that we did in our warm-up, just we have a bar now in front of us. So make sure that your hands are nice and elongated. They're just resting on the bar. Your feet are right under your hips. And then we're gonna sink back into our squat. You can feel free to turn out your toes a little bit here if that lets you get a little bit deeper without having your knees come over your toes. And squeeze up, down, squeeze up. Notice that I'm really just resting my hands on the bar for some balance, but I'm not pulling on it because otherwise it will tip over. Keep that core nice and engaged. Feel like someone is pulling a string from your belly button out through your spine, lifting the core, nice and engaged. Squeeze the glutes as you come up. Inhale to exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Let's go 4 more full range. Down, lift. Squeeze the glutes at the top without locking your knees. Last 2. Now we're going to take half range. 1, so we're going to go all the way down, halfway up, halfway down, lift all the way. Down, half, down, lift. Down, half, down, lift. Woo, I took Brenna's body weight strength class yesterday, and I'm feeling it in my glutes right now. Woo. Thanks, Brenna. Down, lift, down, all the way up. Down, little lift, down, squeeze. Feeling it in the hamstrings, feeling it in my glutes, and also my quads. Breathe. Let's go 2 more here. Then we're gonna pulse at the bottom. Last 1, half, down, lift, bring it all the way down. Maybe balance here, pulse. Lift, lift, little lifts. Woo, feel the burn in your glutes. Breathe through this with me for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Shake it out. We are going right into our lunge. So take a nice wide stance. Your feet are on train tracks, not right in front of the other. Coming down into our lunge. Front knee is not coming over the front toe. And lift. Woo. Catch your breath here. Taking this movement as a nice slow and controlled movement. Feeling your muscles here. Try to feel what muscles are working, what muscles are stabilizing your body. Right now, I'm definitely feeling this in my back quad, kind of as like a stretch. But then I'm also feeling it in the front quad as more of a tension feeling. Good, let's go 4. For 3. Last 2. Now last one, stay down, hold on to your bar. You're gonna shift onto this left leg, or the leg that's in front, and lift the back leg up. So lift, back to lunge, down. Lift, back to lunge, down. Notice that I'm tilting forward as I lift. Down. Tilt, lift, lunge. When I lift, squeeze through the glute and lunge. Tilt and lunge. Making sure our hips are staying squared to our chair or our bar. Lift and lunge. Let's go 2 more. My standing leg is on fire. And last one, lift, down, lunge. Bring it in and shake it out. Woo, good work. Alrighty, wipe the sweat away from your body. We're gonna do the other leg. So, other leg is behind us. We are in a nice lunge form again. Make sure you're not leaning over. You want to be nice and upright as we come down slowly to lift up, down to lift. Making sure your legs are nice and wide. If your front knee is coming over your front toe, make your stance a little wider. That should help. Take this time to control your breath. Inhale, nice exhale. For 4, and now you know where we're going. We're adding on that lift. Last one, stay down. Transfer the weight to that front leg. Hold onto your bar. Lift, tilt forward, back to lunge, down. Lift the leg, back to lunge, lift the leg, back to lunge. So your body kind of tilts with your leg as you squeeze that glute to lift and lunge. Nice bend in the standing leg. Lift, lunge down. 3 more here. Keep a nice engaged core as you tilt. Last one, here we go. Lift, lunge, and bring it in. Whew, nice work. All right, shake out your legs, maybe do a little figure 4 stretch if you want to, crossing one leg over the other. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Regaining that breath here. All right, how are we doing on time? Perfect, perfect. All right, we have one more little glute move here. So we're gonna be in an attitude. All it is, we're gonna be facing the bar, but I'm gonna show you this way first. You're gonna take your leg and you're gonna kind of make a figure 4. So right now, my legs are in a 4. Slide that heel down your calf while pressing your leg open. So that knee is coming towards the side. Hips are still facing your bar. And then take a nice bend in this standing leg. Good. From here, we're all set up. Leg is turned out. You're going to detach the heel. Lift from your glute. Keep that leg nice and turned out. And back down. Lift. Back down. Good. It doesn't matter how high we lift the leg here. What I care about is that your hips are staying towards the bar. They're not opening out to the side. And that you're squeezing through your glute to lift. Upper back is nice and still. Squeeze that core to maintain a nice neutral spine as you lift the leg back. Good, make sure to bend that standing leg. It's nice and turned out. We were in that first position. Whew. All right, let's go 4 and 3. Last 2. Last one, keep it up. All right, from here, check out your form again. Relax your upper body, no tension. Square the hips to the bar. You're gonna bring the heel in towards your glute, extend it out. My knee is staying exactly where it was in our attitude lifts. I'm just doing a little hamstring curl now. So if I face you, I'm kind of still in this turned out figure 4 position. I'm just bringing my heel into my glute and release. Ooh, feeling that in the hamstring. Again, does not need to be super high. You don't have to lift the leg absurdly high behind you to do this. 2 more. 2. Last one. 1. Down. Shake it out. It's completely normal to feel that in your opposite hip. That's that muscle helping to stabilize you. So if you're feeling pain there, that's different. And you might want to lower the leg, maybe stretch out a little bit. But if you're feeling like it's working, normal. So I'm going to flip around. We're going to do the other side. So again, that leg is going to be in our figure 4. Slide it down our back of the leg, so our calf, and then turn the leg out. So our knee is to the side. Bend that standing leg, hands are on the bar. Relax the upper body. Lift lower. Squeeze the glute to lift. Lift up, slowly down, up. You don't have to point your foot here. You can have it flexed. Keeping that knee turned out as you lift. Lift. So it's like you have your hand under your leg, under your thigh, and you're pushing it back and down. Back, down. Again, nice braced core. The low back is not arching. When I'm doing this, it is nice and still. You can place a hand on the low back if you would like, just to kind of feel where it's at. See if it's moving a lot. If it is moving a lot, lift your leg a little bit lower and brace your core a little bit more. Let's go 4, 3, then we have hamstring curls. 2, then we are done with the bar. 1, keep it out, bring the heel to the glute, extend all the way out. Heel to the glute, extend. In, out. Squeeze the hamstring, the back of your leg muscle right here. Squeeze in, release out. Ooh, I feel the sweat dripping from my armpit to my elbow. Ooh, I don't think I've ever gotten this sweaty in bar class before. Lift and down, lift. Let's go 3 more, squeeze. Nice bend in the standing leg. Last one, in, and bring it out. Woo, good job. We are done with bar section, not the class. We have a little bit more work to do on the ground or your mat. So take a little water break, maybe stretch out those hamstrings, maybe doing one of these, switch over if you want to do figure 4, whatever you need right now to kind of release all that tension that we just built up. Alrighty. So when you're ready, we're going to come down onto the mat and we're going to be in a tabletop position. So on all 4s. So yes, you can see me. Our hips are right over our knees and then our shoulders are again stacked right under our wrists. And make sure that your hands are actually under your shoulders. I joke around with my sister. She always goes like this and I'm like, are your shoulders this wide? And she's like, no. So make sure they're right under your shoulders. A lot of times we think that's wider than it actually is. So from here, I want you to brace through your core. So try to picture your hands and your knees pulling together. And that's gonna create that nice engaged core feeling and neutral spine that we're aiming for during this whole exercise. Try not to drop your head during this. Keep it right and level with your spine. And then we're gonna lift one leg. So extending, let's start with the right leg out behind us. We're going to lift it up into kind of a 90-degree angle with our thigh parallel to the floor. So again, brace that core. And then we're going to bring it in, push it up. Bring it in, lift. Good. Try not to overly arch the back here. A little arch is fine, but I really want you to stop right as you feel that you want to arch your back. And isolate the movement to your glutes. You're lifting from your glutes, squeezing at the top, lower down. For 4, 3, brace the core. Last one, adding on, we're gonna tap on a diagonal. So let me go this way. We're tapping over towards this left leg, lifting up. Tap the knee over towards the left, lift up. over, lift, tap, lift. So you're crossing the body. So let's see, you can see it better here. Yes, cross, lift, cross, lift. You can point the toe, flex the toe. I think flexing makes me feel it a little bit more in my glutes, but it's totally up to you. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted, and we're just gonna pulse. Lift, lift. If this is hurting your wrists, feel free to come onto your knuckles or come down onto your forearms, making sure your spine is still nice and neutral. And your shoulders are on top of your elbows. For 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, 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 hold. For 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Maybe come into a little child's pose before we work the other side. Woo. Nice deep inhale, nice deep exhale. If this is, if you have any like knee concerns, if you have a mat, maybe double over the mat. If you don't have a mat, maybe grab a pillow and place it under your knee so it's a little bit more cushiony for your knee. All right, working our other side, flipping around. So that left leg is now going to be extended. Brace the core, pull the wrists towards your knee, lift the leg, curl it in, 90 degrees, lower to start, push back up. Lower to start, push back up. Again, you have options here. We can either be on our forearms, if that feels more comfortable, still making sure our spine is long, we are bracing our core, we're not arching here. Or we can be on our knuckles in fists. I'm gonna take it down here. That feels best for me right now. Lift. Let's go 2 more. 2. Squeeze the glute. 1. Now we're doing that cross. Cross to the right leg, lift up. Cross to the right, lift. Cross over, lift. So you're touching your left knee basically to your right calf or somewhere near there. Whew, looking right in between your hands on the mat. Cross over, lift. Let's go 4, 3, woo, squeeze through that glute. 2, 1, keep it lifted, little pulses. Lift, lift. Squeeze the core. Nice neutral spine. Not a lot of movement. Lifting from the glute, pushing the heel into the ceiling for 4, 3, 2, and hold. Hold, hold, hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, feeling that. All right, take it into a child's pose or whatever feels comfortable for you. We have our core section remaining, and then we are done with today's class. So, grab a little water when you are ready. Meet me on your backs. Whew. Alrighty, so, ooh, I have lots of leaves on me. All right, we're gonna start with some normal crunches, but let's talk about the crunch for a second. So, normal crunches can be done, they're very effective, but they can be, kind of detrimental to your body if you are doing them in improper form or pulling on your neck too much. So let's make sure that our hands are not interlaced, that they're just supporting the back of your head. So right at the kind of base of your neck. And then your elbows are out to the side. They're not crunched up here. Nice open elbows, open chest. Now I want you to think about your chin. Try not to tuck it in. Try to keep about an apple's length in between your chin and your chest. So picture an apple or a tennis ball right there, looking straight up at the ceiling. Let's lift the shoulders, crunch from the abs, and lower down. Lift and lower down. Up, lower. Looking up at the ceiling the whole time. We'll keep that space in between your chin and your chest. With everything that we've done today in class, focusing on that inhale and the exhale. So exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Trying to keep that low back on the mat the whole time. Let's go 4, last 3, last 2, we're adding on. 1, down, lift the legs into kind of a reverse tabletop, so your knees are right over your hips. You're gonna crunch up, reach the arm over the opposite leg, crunch down. Other arm reaches down, so you're crossing over. Twist, down, twist, down. Keep the space in between your neck by picturing that apple between your chin and your chest. Inhale down, exhale, twist. Inhale, twist. Working our obliques, the side of our core here. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the head and neck, release the arms, bring the legs either straight up or have a nice bend in them. And we're going to open the legs out to the side, squeeze closed. Open out to the side, squeeze closed. So kind of like you're a pair of scissors. Open out, exhale, close. Inhale, feel the core on that exhale. Belly button is pulling in towards the spine. If you want to add a little bit more to this move, feel free to crunch up as you open the legs. Lift, lower. Crunch, lower. Keeping that nice crunch form. Breathe. It is so important to breathe while you do core. 4. Maybe add in that crunch for these last 2. And 1. And bring it down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. We are done with today's working portion of class. Good job. Maybe rock side to side, giving that low back a little massage. Whew. All right, and then let's keep one leg in and extend the other leg long, keeping both feet flexed, circling the ankle one direction and the other direction. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale here. Bringing your heart rate back down. Let's take that leg, if you would like, bring it over the body into a little spinal twist. Maybe the arms come out to a T, making sure both shoulders are still on the mat. Try to keep that same space in between your chin and your chest here. So a lot of times I tend to look down. Try to keep your chin lifted towards the ceiling. So you're Neck is still nice and long. Next inhale, let's bring the leg back to center, hug it into the chest one last time before extending it long. Other leg hugs in, both legs are flexed, and roll out the ankle. And other direction. And if you would like to take it to spinal twist, gently letting that leg fall over the body, extending the arms out, looking straight up at the ceiling, lifting that chin to neutral. Let's take one more nice inhale. Exhale out. Next inhale, bring the leg in, back to center, hug towards the body, send it long. Then let's slowly roll all the way up to a seated position, shaking out the legs. Maybe come into, let's do a butterfly. So bring the soles of the feet together, face you. And then from here, nice tall spine. If this is where you are today, that is totally fine. If you want a little bit more, gently pour over from your hips a little bit further. So maybe you get a little bit deeper of a hip stretch, kind of inner thigh stretch as well. All right, when you're ready, shake that out. We're gonna stretch our glutes a little. We did a lot of glute work today. So let's take one leg, bend it in, cross it over the other leg, and then just hug the knee in to a comfortable position where your spine can still be nice and lifted. So we're stretching out kind of this part of our glute right now, hugging the leg in towards your body. Inhale, exhale, and extend it long. Other leg comes over, and let's hug. All right, let's let that go. Shake out the legs. Let's come into a little ball. So up on the balls of our feet. And then we're just going to come up into kind of a forward fold. So nice generous bend in the legs, so much so that your core is resting on your thighs. And let the head hang. Just let all of the tension out of your neck. Maybe shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Maybe come into a little bit of a twist here. So place one hand on the mat. Other hand comes to low back. And twist open just a little. Place the other hand on the mat. Take it to the other side. Back to center. And let's press through our legs. Come all the way up. Inhale the arms. And exhale down. Let's do one last stretch. Do a little quad stretch. So grab onto one leg, one foot, and gently pull the heel towards your glute. Thank yourselves for coming to class today. Thank you for joining me today. Today, or this whole week, is our senior week, so I know we have a couple of seniors who are taking this class right now, so please be sure to check out their classes. I'm also teaching again on Friday, if you want to join me then at 10 o'clock. But it was great to see you all today, and you know, definitely be very proud of yourself for what you've done today and for what you've just done this whole semester. If you're a student at William & Mary, you've gone through a lot with online teaching and virtual classes and, you know, just everything else. So be proud of yourself. If you have a final today, I hope you do well. If you're done, congratulations. You did an amazing job. Whew. And thank you so much for coming. I'm going to pause the recording now